I never forget the guy that took me under his wing over there. His name was Jim Wheeler. He was the used car manager. He was a badass motherfucker out of Detroit. So they said, listen, for the first week, you're just going to shadow him. You're just going to fucking go out there, show customers a car, ask them if they want to buy. Don't say a fucking word. Bring them in to Jim Wheeler, and he'll close them. At first, I didn't like it because the motherfucker's taking half my deal. I'm the one that's out there hustling these cocksuckers. And he's like, watch, we'll do it. You'll still make money. And I would go out there, and I would do it to the T how they taught me. The meet and greet, ask them questions, always talk to the fucking wife first, because 90% of a household is run by a wife. Yeah, the man is the king of the castle, but the wife makes the fucking buying decisions. You learn all these little tricks, just to greet them, just to warm them up, loosen them up a little bit, show them the cars, but at the same time, like I would do it, like the first couple of fucking weeks I worked there, I wouldn't want nothing to happen. And I was such a pussy because I would never ask for the sale. I would always, after the demo ride, I'd come back, you like the car? Yeah. All right, let's go inside. And then Jim would come up and fucking start drilling. How you guys doing? Yeah. Do you like Joey? Did he show you the car? Yeah, okay. So what do you guys want to do? And they're like, I don't know. We'll look around. Nah. And Wheeler would get in their ass. Nah. Why don't we sit down and go through numbers? And I swear to God, every time he would say that shit to him, I would just go, like, how fucking embarrassing. Like, you can't ask somebody if they want to buy. I was such a fucking pussy. And I would sit, and I was desperate. I would sit there across from him, and like if he said something wrong, I would stick up for the people, and he'd pull me aside and go, don't you ever fucking do that again. There's a science to this. And I go, what do you mean there's a science to this? I thought you just talked to people. He goes, no. There's a science to this. You got to work them. I sold Coke all those years, and even with Coke, I had a science. I was like, oh, this guy's onto something. Because even with Coke, in the fucking 80s, when everybody was selling $45 fucking half grams or $50 half grams, they gave you powder with a little glass in it. So yeah, let's say the guy bought an 8-ball to sell it to you. He threw a gram cut on it. He got 4.5 back. You're still going to get great fucking cocaine. You're going to have a little cut in it. I went a little better when I sold Coke. I gave you a rock. I gave you a little rock, and then I took like a gram of, let's say I got an 8-ball and the guy gave me 2.5 grams of rock. I would take that 1 gram and I'd throw a half gram on that motherfucker and maybe throw another gram of powder on that. And I'd break it up and I'd give you a rock with a little bit of powder. And like, you're like, Joey, that's a pretty good fucking batch, because I wanted you to always get a great deal. I even made them a little heavy. I would, let's say a half gram is 0.5, I would make them 0.6. So yeah, I always wanted to give you a fucking fair deal. That's the one thing about me. I'm not in business to fucking beat you. If you want me to beat you, I'll beat you. I'll put you in the trunk of a car and fucking sell your cocaine. I've done it before. I'll do it again. That's not it, So all these things really fucking helped me. And then I got involved in everything sales. Like, I bought every book on sales and fucking read them. I did everything. When I'm a salesman, like, I'm dying to go sell again, something. I just don't have the time. I don't have 60 hours a week to go fucking peddle cars. But eventually, I'll tell you, if they don't give me fucking insurance this year from the Screen Actors Guild, and the guy who died held a lawsuit on the Screen Actors Guild, but he fucking died, but it's a federal lawsuit, and the judge said, no, even if he's dead, we're still going to fucking run this lawsuit. So hopefully after this lawsuit comes in, all of us get our insurance back, maybe a little bacala. But besides that, who gives a fuck? We're talking about fucking sales here. It's the most important thing. So I'm fucking at Subaru, and after about 3 weeks, I was watching this guy. His name was Rick Visser. While all the other guys were smoking dope and jumping up and down and shooting heroin and robbing banks at lunchtime, Carlos Valverde, this dealership was buck wild. They had 2 Indian brothers that were fucking gigantic, like the 2 dudes from the Outlaw Josie Wales. Dog, and then they went over to the Suzuki store because Subaru had Crouch had a Suzuki store, and they were driving a custom. Remember when I don't know if you guys remember the Suzuki Jeeps? They used to tip over real easy. Well, these fucking two Indians were 400 pounds apiece. They hit a curb one day in Boulder, the fucking Jeep flipped over. Tremendous. Anyway, who gives a fuck about Suzuki Jeeps? So, after about 3 weeks, I really started fucking like, how much can you make here? And people like 6,000, fucking even more than that. At the time, Subaru had a tremendous deal going. I think they paid you 30%. It took 7 cars to make your bonus. If you hit 7 cars, you got a free car. But if you hit 8 cars, they'd give you a $500 bonus. Are you fucking kidding me? So you'd have all these bonuses along the way. Now you're saying to me, Joey, why would somebody want to sell? Okay? I'm going to tell you why somebody would want to sell. You ever go for a job? They're giving you, right now, if you get a job today in Jersey, you're getting 16 an hour, $16.50. Target's paying $25 fucking dollars an hour. That's what Target's paying right now. So if I was half of you motherfuckers, I'd be over in Target in the fish section right now, or the fucking battery section trying to earn some cash. $25 is not bad for fucking Target. But my point is, do you ever get a fucking job, you're not making enough money, and you look at it and you're like, dog, I'm making $300 a week, that's $1,200 a month. My rent is $600, how am I going to break even? Well, some people don't mind living in a space where they have a ceiling on their income. You make $600 a week, that's $2,400 a fucking month. That's $30,000 a fucking year. That's what you're going to get. Some people have to sit down and look at that and go, that's not a number I could live by. I don't want to sell coke. I don't want to go to prison. I don't want to sell weed. I don't want to go to prison. How else can I make that money? I'll tell you how, with a fucking sales job. Because you have no ceiling on your income. You could have really, really good months, or you could have a really good month and still do a lot better than you're doing at that job. If you have a bad month, then you get zilch. There's no fucking safety net. There's no nothing. If you're in the car business, they'll give you a bottom line salary. You can live off that. They'll give you $300-400 a week. That's $1,600 a fucking month. But let me ask you a question. If I'm giving you the potential to make $10,000 a week, why would you settle?